Yo, what it do, folks? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jean Michael, back again. We live tonight, super live tonight, super dope launch day with the Doobie Powell plugin. Some of you guys that's been following for a while know what it is, and that's what you guys are here for. You guys are here to check out this plugin. This is the culmination of about 6 plus probably close to 8 months worth of work of working with Doobie Powell, working with the team to get everything put together for this. It's been an amazing journey to get this together, and it's been really, really dope working with Doobie. I got Doobie Powell in the virtual building. He's hanging out with me. He's in the side chat. I'm going to be bringing him up on camera in a little bit to talk in detail about this whole process and how we got into it. It's going to be really, really dope. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end. Now, there's a pinned link down below in the description of all of the videos. So I'm multi-streaming. Some of you guys are watching me on YouTube. Some of you guys are watching me on Facebook. You're watching me in Facebook groups. You're watching me on a Facebook page. I'm streaming to 2 different YouTube channels all at the same time. The wondrous works of technology in this day and time. So let me know in the chat if everything is good. If you guys can hear what's going on. Can you guys hear really good? I'm gonna play a chord. That's actually the plug-in. Let me know down in the chat if you can hear what I'm playing. Let me know if you can hear. Let's go. We hot then. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we're dope. So for those of you who don't know, Doobie Powell is an absolutely phenomenal legend in the game. And we teamed up with him to sample his iconic sounds that he's used in the record. So if you guys were watching during the intro countdown bumper, we have several songs that played during that countdown. All of those songs that you heard, all of the sounds that were played in those songs were straight from the plugin, drums included. I'm talking your drums, your pads, your leads. If the ones that have vocals on it, those are the only ones that wasn't from the plugin. The vocals aren't in there, but all of the sounds, the leads, the pads, the synths, all of that stuff is locked inside of this plugin. And I think this is going to be something that is going to absolutely positively change the game in terms of your production. So that's what I hope to do. So I'm going to stop yammering and yapping about it. I'm actually going to show it to you. So let me bring my screen up here. This is the plugin. This is Doobie Powell's signature peculiar sounds, and this is a standalone VST. Works for Mac, works for PC. So all you Windows cats, all you PC cats, it works for there. You have everything locked and loaded. This is the main interface. So as you can see, we have several things here. We have the envelope, so you can mess with your attack and delay and release and all of those things like that. Meters. You got the pan, you got the width for stereo width, you got glide, which we're going to be digging into that. Really, really dope. That's one of the signature pieces of this plugin. High pass, low pass filters. We have activation for what we call our pro effects, which are activated from here on the front. You can turn on your reverb, you can turn on delay, saturation, and you got dynamics, which is compression and EQ. But also what's dope, you can go in here and get macro with it because we got the pro rack effects loaded into this joint. You got the reverb and you can control every aspect. So some of you guys haven't seen this part. Y'all just been looking at this part, but there's a whole nother segment we got here with the pro rack effects. You got all of the control, the macro control over all of the parameters of the delay, the tremolo, all of those things like that. But there's 2 pages of this. So this is effects page 1, and then this is effects page 2, where you got some saturation, you got some limiting, and we got some modulation effects like phaser and chorus. And we're going to be adding in some more effects as this thing grows and jumps up. But let's hear it. Let's check it out. This is like the default patch. what I'm saying? So that's just pad. This is called Doobie Sign. Check it out. Let's keep going. This is on the glide pads. So like I said, these are the sounds. Sounds that you've been looking for, bro. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep moving. Oh, this is one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Oh, this is just a patch without the glide, without the pulse on it. Ooh. You know, y'all been looking for that. You know what I'm saying? So one of the dope things about this plugin is that you have control over the glide. So these are our glide pads. It's all of the stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So I can go with something like, okay, yeah, this was one of my favorites. So say if I want to adjust that glide, I can literally go up here and push it up some more. Woo. Now, one of the dope things about this, let's check this out here. I'm going to show you guys something. Because normally to get this effect, you know, we would use like our pitch, not our pitch bend, you know what I'm saying? And we would like glide into it. But with this plugin, you don't have to do that. You can legit just play the chords. Woo. You know what I'm saying? And it'll do the work for you. So that's one of the signature things with this plugin that we kind of worked in. So just going through glide pads, everything is in here that you need for your bread and butter and production. So we got bass sounds. So we got 808s. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not the 80. There's the 808s up here. You know what I'm saying? Got 808s. You got you know what I'm saying? Just instant inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorites. Woo. So you hear how that opens up, you know what I'm saying? Really, really dope stuff. I mean, just instant inspiration. So we got the bass, we got these bells. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, even like bell pads. You know what I mean? So bells, but here's what's really sick. We got Doobie's drums in here, bruh. Kicks. Woo. You know y'all been looking for that. Woo. Smacking claps. Woo. I mean, you got the drums in here. You can play them out. Woo. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everything smacking right where it needs to go. So you got that. Let's go into Doobie pad. Whew. All of Doobie's signature drums. And effects. Whew. You know what I'm saying? Junk like that. So you got that. And then we went through some of the glide pads, but we couldn't leave out the keys. So I know you guys been wondering, did we get Doobie's Rhodes? Did we get the Rhodes in here? Yes, we did, bro. Got that instant tremolo, but check this, I can adjust it. So maybe I want it to be a little bit less dramatic, adjust the width on it. So we got those clutch Rhodes in there, and we got different flavors of the Rhodes. So you got them dry, you got them chorused, chorused and phased out. A little bit of verb on them. Then you got the FM. You know what I'm saying? So you got that loaded, FM keys. You know what I'm saying? But check this, we got some, because it's peculiar sounds. So we kind of had to tweak them and flip them a little bit. So you got FM no attack. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Glide Rhodes. Woo. Know what I'm saying? Woo. Man, you're not getting any sounds like this, bro, anywhere else. Like guitarish. I mean, just instant inspiration. This is one of my favorites. It's called Lifeless EP. Woo. I mean, it's just like, that's just like, you can just, man. Oof. Just feels so good. We got the clavs in here. I'm saying? So clavs, keys, pads. We got like all kind of pads, bro. Ear pad. You know, another peculiar sound. Ooh. DP's pad. Ooh. I know some of y'all are listening to this. And y'all are like, man, like that's the sound I've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's really cool. Just really nice pads. But this one, funk pad, bruh. Whew. That one is really, really dope. But here's the thing that's dope about it, and this is why we call it a funk pad, because yes, it has all of the little funkiness on the front that'll give you like all of that, but you can also chord it. That joint opens all the way up, bruh. I mean, just see what I'm saying? So this one is really fire because it just gives you multiple things in one. Of course, we had to get this in there. You can really, you know, for those of you who want that, you can get extreme with it. You know, that little wiggle. I want to play around with it. But it's really, really dope. K-pad. Mellow pad. So it's just sounds for days. So pads, but we got strings as well. I'm gonna kind of fly through these because I want to get Doobie up on screen soon. Whew. Talking lush strings. And then all the way to these type joints. You see what I'm saying? So you're able to really do every type of genres, no limit. It's not just set up for like, oh, you can use this to do some R&B, pop type joints or some gospel type joints. Nah, like this you could score with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you could do, it's just limitless. We got strings, And then of course we got the synth leads. We had to get them in with this kind of stuff. You know, had to get those classic Doobie leads. Woo. Let me turn that one up a little bit. Turn that one up. There we go. I mean, so much inspiration. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just the vibe. That's just the vibe that we're in with that. So that's pretty much Peculiar Sounds. I mean, it's locked in with all of the top sounds that Doobie has used in his career, and I could be here all night. It's over 100 of his personal sounds from his personal collection that he has used on all of his records. We literally opened up sessions, opened up records, and dug through sounds, and we was like, yo, we got to get that. Yo, we got to get that. Yo, we got to get that. Yo, let's pull this one. Yo, let's do this one. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. And so we found like all of the iconic stuff that was a body of work, and we built it into this plugin that you guys can use and drive. One other thing I want to show you guys real quick that I just thought about is a couple of things on the interface that I negated to mention. One, you have a user preset section that you can easily add your own presets, so you could tweak whatever sound you want, you know, add in the reverb and the saturation and the delay and tweak the release and just, you know, have your way and do your glide and mess with the width and, you know what I mean? Like really get in here. And then when you say, okay, I like that, you can go down here to user presets and you can hit add and you can create your own preset for that particular instrument or whatever, and it'll live inside of the user presets folder. But you can also add these presets to the actual menu. You don't have to use the user presets. This is just a nice place where you can organize your own personal presets, but you can add anything, tweaks and stuff that you might make to the actual user preset folder, to the actual folder of drums or bass if you want to stay organized. But something else that's dope is that you can also favorite sounds. So say if that's my favorite 808 or favorite bass or favorite pad, and I want to keep the drums in favorite, I can do that, or I go here, favorite this, favorite that, and then you got your little star up here. So when you hit that, here's all of your sounds that you favorited throughout the plugin that you can instantly recall at any second. You know what I mean? To pull those up. The other thing you can do is also search. So I can type in like bass, and it'll pull up all of the bass or the patches that's got bass in it. You know what I mean? And then I can use that and search through all of just those. So there's there's search, there's favoriting, there's user presets. We also got MIDI mapping. So anything, not just on the regular home screen, but even here, if you want to map to your MIDI controller, I can easily, hit learn MIDI CC, and I can turn, and now I can tweak that using you can't see it on screen, but I can tweak that using my MIDI controller and really mess around with all of that stuff like that just within there. So everything is MIDI mappable on the interface, and you can also favorite and create patches. So I wanted to throw that in there for you guys to have that in there. So that's pretty much Peculiar Sounds. Let me see what some of you guys are saying in the chat. I missed, I've just been going ham. Make sure I didn't miss any questions or anything like that. Nice. I'm gonna have to rewatch. I missed almost all the sounds. Oh, price. Yeah. So sorry about that. I talked about that on the front end. The price point right now is $99. It's also in the pinned comment if you're depending on when you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, it might not be in there. But I think it's in the description of the video. But it's also down in the pinned comment if you're watching like on Facebook. $99 intro is the cost. It's a $99 intro, and that's going from now until December the 2nd, which is next Friday. We're going to be doing the $99 intro. Thereafter, it's going to go up to $149. So if you want to get it at this intro price, the time is to jump in now and grab it while you're on the while we're in the intro period. All right. Yep, mellow pads are dope. Yep. So you guys have just been going in on that. But yep, so that's it. Let's see. I don't know if Doobie is still. Let me see if Doobie is in the building, if he's ready to go. Let me see here. We're gonna get Doobie up on the oh, he's using the bathroom. So I'll be glad to add while we wait on Doobie to come back, because he's in the stream. He's just waiting on me to bring him up. If you guys got any questions while we're waiting on Doobie to jump back in, I'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys might have. Said I had an issue with mine. I hit up support. Cool. Absolutely. Yeah, hit it up. We've been loaded up today, really this entire week, because of Black Friday, because the sale, all of those things like that. It's been a little bit heavy on the customer service side. So I bear with this. I'm probably going to be answering back some stuff after the stream is over. I'm going to be jumping in and doing those things or what have you. Layering sounds. Currently at this point, there is not the capability to layer in plugin, but I'm looking into bringing that into a future update. But right now you can do the traditional, just add another channel and layer, those sounds that way by using, like, that's for those people that are using it live. Say you wanted to use one of the pianos, which I don't even think I showed. I know I showed the Rhodes, but I didn't show that we have piano in here as well. So if we come out of here, we have some really dope pianos in here as well. That's Bold Piano. That's one of my favorites. But we've got like regular pianos. You got pianos and all of those things like that. So you could easily layer. You can easily layer sounds just by stacking channels and stuff for that point. But we're working on a regular way to like actually layer sounds in app. But it's not a heavy CPU plug-in. It's not heavy on CPU at all. I'm talking like you're in Ableton or in Elijah. You're talking about you're using one sound, you get maybe 1 or 2% usage, and it's all streaming really fast straight from the hard disk. You can stream your samples from external hard drive if you want to. All of those different options like that. Let me make sure I got another question. I think Doobie's back, but let me make sure. This looks so tempting. Go ahead and jump. Go ahead and jump on it. I know it looks so tempting. Go ahead and grab it, bro. Any ideas on iPad app? We're exploring those ideas. We haven't made a decision yet. Ready for mine? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This guy says, oh, it moved out of the way. It wasn't the comment. John Mike affiliate, so I can test the plugs VST sound while they're in beta. Huh? That's funny. All right, so we'll come back to questions in just a little bit. If you got questions, put them in the chat. We'll definitely do that. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna bring my esteemed guest up on the stage. It is none other than the Doobie Powell. We got him in the building. We got the man, the myth, and the legend. What's good, bro? I don't know if you're still on mute. You might be on mute. We're gonna wait on him. Yeah, the GOAT. We're gonna wait on the GOAT to get his mic turned on. Come on, dude.
Can you hear me
There we
now?
go. We got you, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Well, okay, man, welcome to the stream. I know everybody's happy to see Doobie in the building, man. Thank you for first off, thank you, man, for allowing me to capture your sounds, man, and to bring your vision of this to fruition, man. Thank you so much for just allowing us to bring this to the community in the way that we have.
Yeah, thank you, man. This is a dream come true. It's actually kind of surreal because these are one of the
Wow.
that me and my dad talked about before he transitioned. He said I need to do
Wow.
something like this. Um, it came from his mouth, so uh,
Wow.
I'm just happy that you know this actually came to fruition. Something that he spoke, and to me, um, it's something that I always wanted to do. I didn't know where to begin. Um,
Right.
and a lot of people always ask me for for my sounds or what am I using, and uh, I never really felt comfortable just telling everybody exactly what. Sometimes I would give
Right.
uh, a few nuggets, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to give out everything that I would use because then it would become a thing where people was using start trying to figure out how to do it just like you. And I always wanted to figure out
Exactly.
a way. I don't never have a problem with giving away uh, what it is that I do or how I do it. But sometimes you still want something to be, you know,
Right.
included or to a point where you just don't have everything, you know. But
Right.
this was a way I felt like I can give a piece of me still, a piece of my mind,
Exactly.
and how I'm thinking without giving away how I derive to that sound.
Right.
Um, because all there's so many different things you can use, and they all kind of generate the same way. They all come to their conclusion of a sound the same way, which is we're just taking that same format and
Right.
making that what it is. So I thank you, man, for helping me bring this vision to pass, man, and just being such an innovator and a future thinker um,
Wow.
than most. Some people only, there's a lot of people out there who have the mindset to do something, but they only can take it to a certain level or a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
And then there has to be someone else to come in and say, hey, I know how to do the rest of this. I know how to take that
Right.
and make it this. And, you know, I thank you for that, man, because I don't think we would have been here right now
Right. Well,
if
you
it
know
was.
who what was it Leandria that connected us um cuz she had hit me up and she was like, "Yo, like Doobie wants to rap with you." I think what was it initially it was the drum sounds. I think it was you was thinking about doing like a drum pack or something like that. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, because people. A
And
lot
the
of people
chops and
ask me
stuff. I think
for
we was talking about that.
the drum sounds and chops. So
Yep.
that's that as
I
far
remember
as I
that.
thought of that first, and
Yep.
then
And then I was like,
we,
nah, man, like those are cool, but I think what people really want, they want them sounds. That's what they really want. And then you just went on the journey with me, man. It's just that's what's been dope.
yeah, yeah, it was a beautiful journey, man. Just it was a beautiful journey to me, just seeing the process of how we're created. I've seen other cats do it, but
Yeah.
like the the A-listers and all those type of people, when they come up with sounds,
Yeah.
I always marveled at how the process of this, you know.
Yeah.
So
Same.
I'm in it now. I'm ready to drop some more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, we've been talking about this in the background, and so the more you and this is another segue to push you guys for supporting this, because not only are you supporting Doobie and what he does and what he has done, and I know many of you are here and you guys have showed up and support the way you do because of what he has meant to the community and what he has poured in musically. I mean, basically a musical godfather to most of us. We all grew up, in this, especially in this region over here on the East Coast. That influence just kind of trickles down all across this space. So what you've been able to really contribute, not just from the song music standpoint, but even just as church musician and playing and imparting into others and doing those, and just the Powell legacy all together, from your dad, your brothers. You guys have been very instrumental in a lot of people's journey musically. So I think it's really, really dope to be able to crystallize this into a format that people can take. But it allows us to, by you guys supporting the way you do, it allows us to keep furthering the development of this, because we've been talking, and we're not going to dig too much into the minutia of what we've been talking about, but we've been talking about different ways that we can expand this and build this out. And it's all going to be predicated upon how you guys support the development, because development is not cheap. It seems like, oh, we woke up and we just decided we was going to do this, and then it was, oh, next week it's out, let's go. No, we didn't start on this last week. I've been working on this for 6-7 months, and I'm talking like coding it, doing all those things, working through all of the development, the code, the development, we've been beta testing, we've been doing all of those different things like that. So it's a process, and it's not for the faint of heart. And stepping into this journey is not for the faint of heart. And I've understood that as I've been growing into this myself. So yeah, development is not cheap. It's not cheap. This is not for, we're not doing this because we just think it's a good thing. We just want to do something. We do want to do something for the community. Don't get me wrong, but we do want to further this, and we got some different ways that we've been thinking about it. And it's going to be predicated upon how you guys support as the community on this, man. But yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited about what this is going to turn into. And like I said, we're looking to get in, and for those of you who support, you get it. We'll be able to get you guys the expanded sounds, the expansions, and we'll probably, do some other things like add in like some of the questions you guys were asking about layering and all sorts of other little fancy things that we got to get back into the coding phase and really figure out how to make it. I know some people have been asking about iPad and different things like that. That's a whole nother leg and a whole nother layer that we have to dig into. But again, the more you guys support, the better it's going to allow us to really further the development, further the push of this and the growth of this. But man, again, dude, man, thank you so much, man. Let me see if we got some questions. I'm looking here on the side. I got my computer over here. Just got questions and stuff over here. Corey Fuller said, "Doobie, what's up?" Let's
What
see.
up, Corey? St. Louis.
Yep.
Is that St. Louis?
Name another artist that has Doobie Powell sound and style. I can't name. I can't name anything. Man, it's super dope. Like you was talking about your sound and the way you've developed your thing. One thing I learned years ago, and I was telling somebody this because I got a revelation on it that like you can tell people what you do, show people. Like I can tell you exactly how I put this app together. I can tell you exactly how I did this from a business standpoint, or exactly how I've scaled this or built this or done that, because I started to understand this years ago, was that I can, and I've said this before, you guys probably know what I'm about to say, the ones that have been following me for a while. I can show you my hand. I can show you my hand, but you'll never have my fingerprint. You never have my fingerprint. That's something a revelation I got years ago. Like everybody's fingerprint is unique, so they can take the sounds and even in this process, like man, we had several producers and beat makers, and you guys heard some of the tracks on the front end of this, and there's a bunch other ones we loaded up on the SoundCloud that we're gonna be sharing over the next few days. Like when you give producers like these sounds, they come up with producers know how to come up with different flavors, how to take what's already there, flip it and make it their own. And it's been amazing to me with the producers I've been working with beta testing and doing tracks and stuff, how they were able to just take the same stuff that Doobie's been using in his flow and in his sound, those same sounds, and flip them into a whole nother perspective. You like, dang, like that's really, really dope. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really
Yeah,
dope.
that's
Let's
really
see.
dope.
Yeah,
I love what I've been hearing from the different cats, man. It just shows how powerful creativity is.
exactly. Oh, he says, I'll be waiting for Zach to tell me let's see what he said. Corey Fuller, he said Doobie single handedly changed how we approach gospel music. He made it cool to take risk and be ourselves. The world still hasn't caught up to the genius we know him to be. That's Mr. Corey
Wow,
Fuller. Had to drop that on us.
wow, man, that means a lot. It means a lot, Corey.
Yeah, man.
Especially when you get to hear stuff like that because you don't hear it often. So, especially being an innovator and being original, that's something I'm big on: uniqueness and originality, man. And it's something that has been uh, taken from the creatives in this new dispensation or level of life. Everything is surrounded by or around a specific thing. So you hear the same thing a million times, you see the same thing a million times, and there's no, you know, authenticity of what we're doing. So, you know, the uniqueness and the originality gets pushed to the back burner because that's not what everybody's focused on, or people say the world, but it's more so the industry.
Definitely, definitely, man. Really, really dope. I think I see a question here says, will you do a mashup with MK Sensations video? I'm gonna be looking into that. That's something that's actually dope. So those of you who use MK Sensation to stream, that's my big bro, Jamal Hartwell, gospel musicians, very inspirational in what I'm doing. I talked with him last week. He gave me a whole lot of encouragement to push into this and really mentored me in this. So, I'm really, you always gotta give glory, not glory, but credit. That's the word. We give glory to God. We give credit to humans. So I got to give credit where credit is due. And Jamal has been very instrumental in my journey as, a musician, church musician, and now to being a businessman as well, because he's a genius businessman, and also now as a software developer coming into that path. It's been really, really dope to have someone like that to kind of mentor you and tell you the pitfalls and the things to watch out for and the mistakes he made, and all of those things like that. But yeah, he did MK Sensation Extreme, which is basically, I don't know if people know this about MKS Extreme, that it is actually more than just like the MKS sounds. You can actually load plugins, external plugins into MKS Extreme, which is really, really dope. So you can load in Omnisphere, or you can load Keyscape into MKS Extreme. That's what he changed the game with that. So you could take Doobie Powell's plugin and you can load it into MKS Extreme and be able to use that and layer that with your other sounds and all the other stuff that you're doing. So that's a good idea. I might actually do something like that. That'll be a good video to do. How large is the library? It's over 100 sounds that we set with Doobie, and he crafted. We curated his sounds, and then we also took them from there and even curated them and created presets and created vibes, and on unique. So a lot of this stuff, I think I think we was talking about this earlier. A lot of the stuff that's in here is even some stuff that you didn't even put on any records. It's just like some totally new sounds that we created, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Some totally new stuff. So we got some stuff in here that Doobie that he's had, that sounds that he liked, but he actually hasn't used. So you guys have got some unreleased sauce in this joint. So I think that's really, really dope. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta have sounds. You never know when you're gonna need them.
Exactly. You never know. Will there be any vocal samples in the future? That's something we can explore. Yep. Heard the demo, and it's really, really cool. Awesome. Well, that's it. Like I said, this is the plugin, guys. It is an amazing plugin. If you want to go check it out, we got it's got all of the bread and butter sounds, all of Doobie's signature patches, his Rhodes, his leads, his synths, his strings, his pads, all kind of stuff like that. Of course, this video is going to be left up on all of the channels, on all of the spaces that you guys can go back and rewind and watch and check all of those things out and stuff like that. There's a link, there's a pinned link. I believe I pinned it up everywhere. I pinned it up on YouTube. I pinned it up on Facebook down there, that you can click straight in and go straight to the website, and you can purchase your copy of Peculiar Sounds and be able to get it now while it's on the intro sale. $99 for the intro, and then it'll be $149 after that. So if you want to get it, if you want to save some money, go ahead and get it. We also got a full-on other Black Friday sale. I haven't been talking about that much, but you guys have still been supporting, and I appreciate those who have been supporting during just the general Black Friday sale. But I got 50% off of everything on the Gospel Producer site. So while you're over there checking out Doobie Powell's plugin, feel free to check out all the other stuff. We got master classes from John Yash and Aaron Lewis and David Outing and so many other producers, great producers and stuff. The late, great Paris Bowens. I sat down and did a 4 or 5 hour master class on auxiliary, the art of aux, and it's by Paris Bowens, the late, great Paris Bowens. We spent about 2 or 3 days recording that class, and I was fortunate to be able to capture that guy's genius before he left this planet to be home with Jesus. I was able to capture his genius, and so there's a whole body of work over there with just Paris that you can go and consume and see the process of how he did what he did while he was here. But it's things like that. We got pro drums, we got mixing templates. It's a buffet over there, and it's 50% off. So you guys can go check that out. Man, Doobie, you got anything else you want to share with the people?
No, man. I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you to everybody that's supporting this. This is, we could say what we think you should do all day long, but it's until you actually decide to put your mind to something and actually do it is when it's effective. So I thank you all who's jumped on to the idea of this. And we're going to keep going. This is an encouragement
Yeah,
and an incentive for us to keep
absolutely.
pushing forward. And um, as we were doing this, me and John was already thinking of the next step of this.
Hmm.
So we we ready for y'all.
We ready. We ready. Yes, sir, man. Well, we appreciate you taking out the opportunity, man, especially over this holiday weekend and doing. You guys go support. I got a bunch of stuff that's gonna be dropping over the next few days. That's gonna really be. It got some really special sauce that's gonna be coming in. I have a 1 hour interview that we did with Doobie podcast where we're gonna drop it on the podcast, and it's a whole hour long deep dive into Doobie's life and his career. I'm excited about sharing that with you. So you guys will probably be seeing that over the next couple of days. That interview was really, really dope. We did it down in Myrtle Beach where we got to hang out and hear some waves crash against the sand. So it
Mm,
was really, really cool. So I'm going to be sharing. I know you're ready to go back, right?
I'm ready. I'm ready to go back.
But man, yes, sir.
Hey,
But we're going to
don't forget I
say
got
that
a
again.
single drop today too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Tell them about that, bro.
I did a tribute to Bobby Caldwell and Common. Um,
Mm,
it's a take on Bobby Caldwell's "Open Your Eyes" and Common's "The Light." Uh, that was my one of my favorite songs when Bobby did it back in the day, and I love Common's approach to it, Common and Dilla. So, you know, I wanted to pay a little homage. Plus, I just wanted to put my take on it. So we dropped that single on Bandcamp today, and it'll
yeah.
be everywhere else on December 2nd. You can, all the Apple and you know Spotify folk, you'll be able to get it on December 2nd. But right now, if you don't want to wait, you can go to Bandcamp.com and you can get it on there.
Yeah.
And it's going,
Man,
you're
go
going
grab it. I heard it. He let me hear it. He
hard.
privileged to let me hear it a couple of days ago, and it was really, really good, really good. So you make sure you do. Make sure you guys go and sip. And I think you got the link up on your page. I'm sure, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can. Yep, it's on the page. You can go, just press the button, and it'll get right to you. If not, you can just go to Bandcamp and type my name in. It'll come up.
There you go. Go check it out, guys. It's really, really dope. Last question I think just came in. Does it work on all DAWs? I believe so. We're working. Only thing we're working on right now is Pro Tools is the .aax format. We don't have that ready yet. That's in development. Hopefully within the next week and a half, we'll have an AAX version ready for you Pro Tools users. But if you use Blue Cat Patchwork, and if you're a Pro Tools user, you already know about Patchwork. You can load it up in Patchwork and it'll work just fine. I have a video showing how to do that as well once you purchase if you use Pro Tools, but it should work in every other DAW and on every platform, PC and in Mac as well. All right, guys. If you guys got any question, feel free to hit me up, hit Doobie up, let us know, and we'll answer those questions as best as we can. But we appreciate you guys hanging out with us on all platforms, and we appreciate Doobie for hanging out with us for a little while and allowing us to sample just a piece of his genius and share it with the world. So we're excited to keep working on that. All right. So we'll talk to you guys a little bit later. We're gonna end it out. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Doobie. Thank you, everybody else. We'll holla out. Peace. I'll let your boy.